Hey John, live.
Hey, good afternoon. John Slater here with 1212, our BOA, coming live to you from actually our latest rehab project in Maraloma. So things are a little different today. My partner and I, Oscar, we were supposed to be walking through the house this afternoon. Unfortunately, Oscar's down. Hope that Oscar is doing a little bit better, and a quick recovery to Oscar with his bad back right now. But Frank and Tim, they're at the office. They're going to be answering questions. They weren't really a way that we could answer questions while we were doing this. So Frank and Tim are at the office right now. They're going to be fielding questions. Again, just a reminder, if you're watching this live, type L for live. If you're watching this recorded, type R for recorded. Any other questions that come in from the recorded guys, we will get back to you and obviously answer those questions. So I was here about 3 or 4 days ago. We've been coming towards the end of the project now, and it's important that you keep coming back and keep looking at the house, making sure that things are going exactly the way they need to go so that we can finish up on time. So Kevin's with me right now. Kevin's on the camera. You may see Kevin occasionally as we're walking up and down the stairs. We're going to walk through the entire house, inside and out, show you what we've done, and assuming there's no techno demons, Tim's going to be posting some pictures in between as we go live so that you can see some of the before pictures, and then obviously now you can see on this video as to where we are with the project. So coming inside, let's see where the guys are at. So there may be 1 or 2 contractors around. They're out here doing some finishing touches. Step inside. So this is a huge house. This is a close to 4,100 square feet property. We'll give you the backdrop on it, hopefully at one of the club meetings, but essentially it was found by 2 students door knocking. Property was in foreclosure. We've been able to work with the homeowner. We're doing an equity split with the homeowner, and we're in the rehab stages as we explained. So you can see this is the kind of the main walk area, the main living area as you first walk in. It's huge. Before down here, there was some old light wood laminate flooring. The property is 2004, so these houses were being built at a time where they just built them quick, cheap and cheerful in my opinion, but now we're really going to town on this house because we want to hit top value in this property in this area. So we've got nice tiling all throughout this area, new lighting that's coming in, and the purpose of our walkthrough, as I just spot something, the purpose of our walkthrough today is to kind of get an idea and talk to our contractors about different things that we need to fix. So, as I'm looking up here, you can see we've got some nice new lighting here, but this kind of looks a little bit ugly. Something we need to fix. These lights up here, they have the surrounding, the moulding that just closes that hole off. So it's something that I'm making a mental note of right now in preparation for when we do our final walkthrough in a couple of days, when everything's cleaned up, we'll put together what we call our punch list. And the punch list, for those that don't know, is really to go through it in fine detail and look at all those little things that we need to do to just get changed. So again, I spot something else right now. The light switches. The light switches, they all work, but you know what? Instead of cleaning those, I feel it would just make more sense so it looks nice and bright that we just replace everything rather than having that slightly different discoloration there. So that's something else on my list. If you come on through into the living room area, or I'm still not sure if this is the living room or that's the living room, this downstairs, the floor plan is huge. You can see here a massive kitchen. This has been a big project for us. We put all the tiling all throughout the downstairs. We got rid of the wooden laminate flooring down here. The kitchen area had some tile in there. The tile was pretty nice. And when we first put our estimates together, we thought about replacing all this downstairs, but leaving that tile in the kitchen. Then we realized that it didn't quite look right. So instead, spread the budget a little bit further. Let's go forward and do the rest of it all in tile. We've got some lights in there. Let's see if we can get some lights. There we go. So I was talking to Albert, our contractor, just this morning. He mentioned these lights down there underneath. One was working, one wasn't working. Instead of trying to mix and match, Albert's gone ahead for us, it's within our budget, he's replaced all the lights underneath so that it really looks nice and beautiful. So give you a bit of background on this kitchen. You've probably seen a lot of it. I have it in my house. These cabinets, they were a light brown, really that style from 2004, 2007, where they just put them in. We looked at the budget-wise to replace this kitchen, it was ridiculous. So although this kitchen looks beautiful, and it is beautiful, what we did is we sanded down the units, we restained them, finished them up, new hardware on the doors, new countertop. This is quartz. This is a nice, brilliant white quartz to go with the grey walls, to go with the darker brown units. We've got stainless steel appliances, brand new, that we put within our budget, matching KitchenAid, microwave, stove, double oven, double refrigerator. You see this was a great little finish coming up to on the final stage, the backsplash. You can see where we're at with this project right now. There's a lot of little things that need to be finished off. I'm looking at some of the grout work on some of that tile. It's not as good as what I'd like it to be. So, we're going to get to these conversations. We're going to go through on our punch list when we come back and really have a chat about just finishing some things off. So, this is the kitchen. It's a main focal point, really, of any house. Maybe a little table here with some chairs. Now you can have a seated area there. You've got all that space over there. This is a great kitchen and dining room for entertaining, and it kind of looks fantastic. So, take a walk with me. We're going to go through a little bit more of the house at the same time. You can see little things that we still need to touch up painting-wise. We have an inside laundry room, brand new tile on the floor, different tile, give it a little bit of a different feel. But if you come through to the downstairs area, this is a 5-bedroom, by the way. It's a 5-bedroom. I've just noticed that big hole in the roof. There we go. They must be doing the ventilation system. So again, we're replacing all of those vents. But take a quick look in the bathroom. This is the downstairs bathroom. This is the third of 3 different bathrooms. Originally, when we were looking at this house, we weren't going to redo the bathrooms. And it just didn't quite fit with how much we were doing on this house. So, final expense, additional $7,500. Did a bit of a deal on all 3 bathrooms. As you can see, this is the final bedroom that's being worked on. New closet doors in here, these have just been added. A little bit of touch-up work going on. Different flooring in here, because it is one of these kind of separate bedrooms. As you see upstairs, everything's the same, but downstairs is just a little bit different. New fans, new doors, repainted doors, new hardware on the doors. Some things that just make a difference when we're actually looking to sell it. So this house is going to be on the market for probably about, I think we're looking at a price of $699.9. That's what we're looking for. Trying to top that 700 if we can get a real high offer, which is why we've really gone a little bit extra on the budget. Originally we said maybe 45, 50. We're probably more about 60, 65 right now. Just little things. And I know we're probably going to get a little bit of an echo on the phone right now. See the garage floor. Triple car garage. We have to put a new motor on this one to get that garage door working. This has all recently been resprayed inside here to finish it off. But just the final touches again of painting the floor, making it look beautiful and new, so that when somebody wants to come and move into this house, everything's already done for them. There's an outside door that goes into the yard. We'll show you that when we get outside. What do you think, Kevin?
It's looking good. Just the last few little things that's left. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's go upstairs.
Well, so
there's not too much down here.
There's a few things that happen. There's a lot of major work that went into this house. A lot of major work. And the real time-consuming aspects are the little finishes. Making sure everything's touched up. Making sure these things, you know, the light switches, as silly as what it may be, the light switch is just being replaced. You know, making sure that the tile looks great, the grouting looks great. You know, the fireplace, we repainted the fireplace, we still need to mess around, just clean all that area up. The final cleaning is going to take place probably in the next couple of days. The stairs, dark brown with the white, with the banisters on the white, all nice and dark. We want a nice little better feel to it. as we go upstairs, you'll see the color scheme gets a little darker, almost like a dark, well, it's a darker gray basically, but the flooring's darker, and we want to make it a little bit different, light, dark, as you go up. So, Kevin, you go first so that you're not following me up there.
Alright, let's check it out. What's this, John?
So, just a little patch up, slight little ding, something that needed to be fixed. These are, again, these last little bits. So, if we step that way, coming into the loft space, this is an entertaining room. When we came in here, there was a pool table right here. So here's what we're going to do. And if you could just show this side, Kevin. So we've got two lights in here right now. And as you can see, for those that are tall, this is a little bit short. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to replace these two. These are adjustable. We're going to take these up higher. We're going to swap these two lights over. They did have a sofa in this area before, maybe a kid's room with a TV, bit of a play area. But this is, again, you see the darker floor. Still needs to be cleaned up, but when it's clean, I can promise you it looks absolutely beautiful. Here's a slight little thing.
Oh yeah.
For me, when I walk upstairs, I don't want to see that. And I was just pointing out actually to our contractor, we've got a line coming down here. This is where the boards join.
Yeah.
And although it's not really that noticeable when you first see it, for me, when I walk upstairs, I want to see that wall's nice and flat. So we're having a chat with him a little bit earlier before we went live. We're going to be fixing that up, just smoothing it out so that it gets that complete feel. So as we go around the rest of the house upstairs, we've got 4 bedrooms up here, all nice sized bedrooms, new carpeting throughout. It's a great quality carpet. We've got double doors for the closets. All the closet spaces. Double doors in this one. We need to put screens on the outside. We're actually going to get the whole outside jet washed because it doesn't need to be painted. So again, it's the same in this bedroom, similar size. Double door closet again. New screens still required. New lighting. This bedroom looks pretty much finished.
We're doing house fans in this one?
We're doing fans in this one. No, we're not doing fans in this one. So it's got 2 different AC units downstairs. Mm-hmm. So we've got the upstairs unit and then the downstairs unit. We put the energy efficient, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it. What do you call it?
The Nest thermostat?
The little Nest thermostat.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be fancy. Let me get out of your way.
Alright.
I don't know anything about that, but it's something that was added very quickly. So this is the second bathroom. We still got a little bit more to do in this than the rest of the house. It is a little bit dirty, but come on in. Double sink, new countertop to match the ones downstairs. The cabinets match the same colour downstairs as well. But what about this? We've got nice new hardware downstairs, so I think we need some new hardware upstairs. The second bathroom, again, is exactly the same as downstairs. New tile work, new tub, new doors. And these glass doors, I mean, they were a very final addition. They weren't in our budget of 7.5 to actually do the bathrooms. When you see the master, you'll see maybe why it cost us a little bit more than normal. New light fixtures throughout. So really this property was
A little bit more.
yeah. So this property, when we found it, it wasn't in a bad condition. It's 2004, so it's only a little bit dated. But really what happened for us is we saw the house on the corner, just 2 houses down. They put theirs on the market at $675. Inside, it was exactly the same as when it was first built. This is why we feel we can get $699 for this, because of all the work we put in. It's a beautiful, top of the line. Everything's been done fantastic. I love this. I wish this was my bedroom. Celine always complains when I want to watch TV when we're laid in bed. So there's a master bedroom through there. And this is its own little master bedroom TV room. When we actually first bought the house, the homeowner had this all set up with a TV, had a little microwave in here, some lounge, some reclining chairs, a refrigerator. This is where she spent most of the time because downstairs was so huge and she just didn't need the space. So, nice big ceiling fans, just need a little clean. As we walk through into the master, let me show you into the master. You can see all the light fixtures. They're all the same, similar, all looking to fix. So if you take a look, so we came around here about 4 days ago. The light fixture in here was one of these low ones, and we decided we needed it changing. So contractors changed it. We just need a little touch up around the top, and then this bedroom's good to go. Fireplace upstairs as well, very simple, painted it white to match the one downstairs. And then coming into the master. Huge master. Double sinks. We've just changed these light fixtures up there. It had one bar which had 16 bulbs on it. I've never seen a bar that long with 16 bulbs. So we split it up, 2 lights in here. Our contractor's literally just left, he was just tidying up a little bit. And then the master bath. When we first got the house, this was the, you know, little white squares.
Subway tiles and stuff?
What do you call it?
Subway tiles?
Subway tiles. Everything was done subway tiling. So we broke it all down, and it was actually in pretty good condition. There was maybe one tile that had a little crack in, just needed a quick clean, but apart from that, it was pretty good. But we said, you know, let's redo it. So we've redone everything. Now, here's one of my pet peeves. If you're going to redo the whole bathroom, maybe this thing needs to disappear as well. Maybe we need a new one of them. One was fitted on this side, so we need a secondary one over there that matches. Again, the fine attention to detail, and I know my wife would love this. I would probably take maybe this much. My wife would then take all the rest of it, but you could put a bedroom, you could actually put a little bed in here, and it's in the closet. So this is a huge master closet. So, repainted, recarpeted, not a lot we need to do in here. The shelving is fine, it works, it's good, it's clean. The bathroom we did pretty much everything. It used to have, and hopefully Tim can show this picture, but it used to have carpet down here, and then just by the bath, there was a little bit of tile laid. But when they laid it, they literally stuck it on plywood. So plywood in the bathroom, as water splashes over, it starts to expand a little bit. The tiles were wobbly, so we just ripped everything out, redid it all, nice tile in here. The toilet, that area, all retiled. Again, quartz countertop, painted the same colour. I don't know if these are new handles or not, but I'm interested to see if we can make it match downstairs rather than having different handles on these. So, come on back downstairs. And again, if you have any questions, you should be posting your questions. Tim and Frank are at the office, they're going to be fielding those questions. So let's take you back downstairs, and then we'll take you out into the backyard, so we can just show you what we did in the backyard. So Melina's going to be listing the property for us. As an agent, Melina actually walked through the house with us last week. She came to take a look, and just over this back wall here, there's a fairly new development. Fairly new, like 2015, 2016. They're still building some of the houses over there. What we did is, as we drove around this area looking at comps, we went over to see the new builds. If somebody's going to come and spend $700,000 in this area, how do we compete with brand new builds over there? Well, we can compete because our finishes, our flooring, our kitchen, our bathrooms, they're way better than the new builds over there. And we've also looked, they're pretty much the same price. In fact, one of them over there sold for $725. It was a little bit bigger than ours, but it sold at $725. So we'll see. So, fresh sod, new sod in this area. This used to be a vegetable garden. The owner had 2 huge dogs, and the dogs had free run of the whole garden. This was the vegetable area. We've kept it. We're just going to scrub it clean one final time. That way, maybe if somebody does have dogs and they want to entertain, the dogs can be closed off in that area, and now the rest of the yard is for entertaining. All this area on the back, this was all the little white stones. Didn't look very good. You can see right now we need maybe a little bit more mulch on there, We've got some bare spots, and those bare spots are just being caused by watering, as you know, our contractors have been trying to keep up, make sure the plants stay alive, and then they're going to be ready and beautiful for obviously when we show the house. So the final kind of part of the backyard, all turf. Nice turf. It's cleaned up very well. We thought about replacing it, but actually cleaning it up, it looks good. Beautiful RV parking area. So you can see this house is huge. So the final thing that we're going to do, so come a couple of days, we're going to come back. Contractors are finishing off. Got a cleaning crew coming out, costing us about $650 to clean all inside. Then we can come back, do our final punch list. Our punch list will be myself and Oscar and Tim walking around the house, clipboard and pen, writing down all the fine details that we want to look perfect. This is not a $250,000 house, it's a $700,000 house. So we want to make sure that every attention to detail is given, make sure the house is perfect from when we go in the market. Last week we had a couple of stages come round. I've staged a house before out in Whittier. Kind of feel once you get to that higher value number, maybe staging is the answer. Because this house is so huge, the staging is going to cost us a few $1,000s, but it's well worth it. We can put the bed in the master, we can put some sofas in the living room area, table, chairs, actually really show somebody what this house is going to look like. So there's the order right now. Contractors are finishing off, they're doing what they need to do to get done. Then we'll come back out, we'll have the punch list done, the cleaners will be coming out as well. Then we'll have the stagers come in and put all the furniture in, and then within a couple of days, hopefully, Melina's for sale sign will appear in the front yard, and then we'll see what happens. We're working as part of a team on this. Myself, Amir, Oscar, and Tim, partnering with the homeowner. We've been sending the homeowner pictures. She's regularly in touch with us. She wants to see what's happening. She's going to stop by when it comes to the open house. She wants to see what we did, what it finally looks like, and maybe we'll get the 700 that we're looking for. All our numbers, to give you an idea, our numbers are based on selling it at 650, and everybody gets a win-win. Ourselves, the homeowner, our profit will be great based on 650. So at 700, maybe we'll have a little bit extra to go have some fun with. So that's about it for now. I know it's been a little bit of a short 12-12, something with a bit of a difference. I hope you've all been posting questions, finding out what's been happening. Hopefully Tim and the Techno Demons didn't come in there. He's been able to show you some pictures of them before, see what it looked like, and well, we'll keep in touch. We'll let you know how we finish off. I'm sure we'll have it all done at a club meeting, work through all the numbers for you, and hopefully we can get this property sold, let's say within 14 days we get this property sold. Alright, so this is 12-12 live. John Slater with the Board of Advisors, Tim, Frank, answer those questions online, and Oscar, get better soon. Myself and Kevin will sign off today, and we'll see you soon.